Ladies and gentlemen, Nikisa Vidarian and Jake Paul, co-founders of Most Valuable Promotions. Before we get into the presser, we have a very special guest from the Guinness Book of World Records.
How are you? I can know your card.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. What a historic evening here at Madison Square Garden. I am honored to present MVP with a new Guinness World Record title for most championship belts contested on a single fight card. Congratulations. You are amazing.
Thank you, everybody. Look at that, man. 4 years in and we got our own Guinness World Record. Amanda Serrano already has her own Guinness World Record, so we're glad to join her. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Hey, Jake Paul, you got to put a smile on your face, my brother. You put on a great show tonight. This Amanda, she tried her best. It's boxing. This is boxing. You win, you lose.
Nobody lost tonight. Nobody lost. First of all, we want to thank Madison Square Garden for their partnership. An unbelievable journey with them, starting in 2022 to calling them 6 months ago and saying we want to do an all-women's card, and they jumped right in. And even though many within the boxing landscape, including Eddie Hearn, have said, why would you do an all-women's card? It doesn't work. Guess what? It fucking worked. Okay? We saw unbelievable talent out there, fight after fight, and we were honored to be working with these athletes. Sold out, 19,721 people in attendance, a gate of $2.63 million. The biggest gate of any boxing event headlined by 2 women. And this is an all-women's card. So let's hear it for Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, and all the other amazing athletes on this card. Twice, double the gate of Taylor Serrano won. That's how far they've come. Amanda said to us, you guys have changed my life. I'm forever grateful. But the reality is, she's changed our life. We started in this business less than 4 years ago, and we had a vision for women's boxing, and she's the trailblazer that helped us achieve it to be at this point here today. Her and Katie obviously have played a role together. That's a 115-pound woman who's fought at 126 for most of the past 3 years, coming up to 136 pounds to fight Katie Taylor and putting on an incredible show every time. So let's hear it for Amanda Serrano, please. Now to the face of boxing. Please, Mr. Jake Paul, go ahead.
No, it's incredible. We got a Guinness World Record. I used to like fake these on my YouTube videos, acting like I won like 20 of them. So no, I'm just happy to be here, and it was an incredible night all the way through. We made history, broke numbers, and this is what MVP's done in just 4 years, less than 4 years of us two, and just doing it really ourselves. And it's just a testament to what we're capable of, but it's really the women at the end of the day and the rest of our fighters, and just them continuing to put on amazing performances. And I just, after every fight, I just kept on, saying to myself, I was like, dude, this is why women's boxing is on top. I'm more entertained watching all these fights tonight than multiple other promotional events from our competitors.
You kept saying it's like you just don't get
from this year. So just a credit to the women, and just an honor to be here and just to continue to break records.
A lot of great fights, a lot of debate between Jake, myself, and Layla on the performance bonus. I think there's an argument to be made that the money should be split. There's an argument to be made that this person or that person won. But ultimately, when we sat back and looked at it, who was the biggest underdog, who was taking on the biggest challenge, and who surprised people the most. Congratulations to the sweet Terminator, Shadasia Green. Winning $250,000. I still want you to sleep in cotton sheets though, because those silk sheets make you a little lazy sometimes, Shadasia. Get up here, girl. Shadasia Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, all that work.
That's right. With us, please. Come sit down.
So what you gonna buy?
Nah, I don't live like that. I told you, I live beyond my means. Like I said, I'm gonna relocate my wife and my family to, a better neighborhood so we can be safe before I get kidnapped. And, that's it, maybe take my nieces and nephews to the water park, do something for my mom and pops. But, I got you, coach. I hear y'all. See y'all looking. No, I'm just blessed and honored, man. Going into tonight, I'm in everything I said this week, in camps. Really been different these last couple of camps, dealing with, my coach has been sick, in and out, and we showed up together as a unit today, and we displayed greatness. And shout out to Savannah Marshall. She was a tough cookie, man. She caught me with a good shot too, buckled my left leg. I ain't never been hit like that before, but I'm just honored to be here today and be victorious. Thanks to the man upstairs, and thanks to these two fellas for making this happen. Katie and Amanda, for real.
Yeah, ultimately the way we looked at it is there was a lot of good fights, but really when you looked at Shadasia and Savannah and Katie and Amanda, those were very, very close fights from our perspective that you didn't know what was going to happen from an MVP perspective in our mind. So congratulations, and we got some big things coming.
Word.
Big things coming.
Word. Word. Go ahead, Mark.
Any questions?
Andreas Hill, ESPN. Jake, when I talked to you about a week ago, you said this is the time for everybody to have the spotlight, everybody gets the opportunity to show out on this card. How great is it that the first woman you signed, Shadasia Green, the second one you signed, Shadasia Green is the one that had the performance of the night bonus?
No, it's absolutely amazing. She's a legend, and she went out there and performed in the biggest moment yet, and we're just so honored that we've been with her, rocking with her for a while now, and she believed in us, and we just continue to prove ourselves as promoters.
Look, people say MVP, yeah, they signed Amanda Serrano, but she was already, a 7 division champion, fighting for over 12 years. But we believed in Shadasia Green, and we thought she could become champion. And she had a loss and came back and became the WBO champion. And tonight, she became the unified champion, and it proved everybody wrong.
That's right. That's right.
Shadasia, I want to follow that up. Coming off the Franchon Cruz discern loss, you seemed really dejected. It was a tough fight. How did you pull yourself together and perform as well as you did tonight? It seemed like you just took it to another level.
Put a stomping boots on.
I did that. I had to go back to the drawing board and get my mental together. This game is definitely like 95% mental. If your mental ain't intact, then, like I said, if this is hitting, this is clicking, it's working. So that's what I did. I went back to the drawing board, got myself together, reunited with my coaches, and just try to show up and be a better person. And self-belief. It's funny, I was watching Jake fight Chavez last week, and he said it in the ring, and I shook my head. I was sitting in front of the TV, and he just kept saying self-belief, self-belief, self-belief. And I think that's what's been missing from my career for a long time. Sometimes I'm hard on myself, and I don't always believe. But today I believed, and I've been believing all camp. I kept saying, I'm gonna beat this girl. I kept saying that, so.
Congratulations. Last question to all three of you. The elephant in the room is obvious for Shadasia. A fight with Claressa Shields would be huge for boxing. Obviously, she is not within most valuable promotions, but is that a fight that you guys would like to make next?
I mean, I would love to I would love to fight Claressa Shields, Of course, I want to go and rest or whatever, but I think that's the fight to be made. Claressa Shields.
She gonna beat the fuck out of her.
It's we got a heavy stable over here, and it's a couple of people that could go up against Claressa Shields that got the skills. But Savannah told me something today. I don't know if I should share it, but I ain't gonna share it. But she said to me today, which I didn't even realize that she might have had noticed, but she said you need to have more belief in yourself. She said I've never been in a ring with somebody like you that hit as hard as you do. She said I've been in the ring with her, and she said you could take her out. And I'm like, damn, hearing that from Savannah. And Savannah could punch, too. I'm not sitting up here making it seem like that was a tough fight. So I would love to fight Claressa Shields. And when the time comes and it's big, let's do it.
That's right.
Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid KG. I just wanted to follow up on that, Shadasia. I actually caught up with Claressa after the fight and I asked her about your performance, what she thought, and if she wanted to fight you. She not only said that she wanted to fight you, she said she was willing to fight you next and that she'd be willing to do any sort of business with MVP. So how likely is that to be the next fight? Nikisa or Jake?
I mean, it's really up to the fighters, right? We have a ton of respect for Claressa regardless of the bullshit that goes back and forth on both sides. She's a great fighter. She's very accomplished. She's a great show person, actually, right? She's her own marching band in many ways, grabs attention, and that's needed in the sport. It really is. So we respect that. If Shadasia wants to do it, Jake and I are 100% down to do it. Right?
Do it. Let's do
So,
the contract. Let's do it.
Jake, what do you think?
No, yeah, let's get it. Let's do it. You know,
Largely
business is
no?
business, and that's one of the biggest fights that can be made in boxing. So we're here to do that. That's what we do at MVP. The name speaks for itself, and we're ready.
Maybe on the Canelo Crawford undercard.
Hey guys, Ryan
Well,
Ward.
that's sorry, what was that?
Maybe put that on the Canelo Crawford.
No, that's a headline event, my man. This is MVPW, MVP women.
Talk that shit.
That's what
Honestly,
that
it's a bigger fight than those two, to be
Yeah.
honest, in my opinion.
like that's a moment again where you're gonna have some of the top female killers in the world.
No one really knows who Crawford is, to be honest.
Outside of hardcore boxing.
I think my mom has more followers than him on Instagram. I'm not even kidding.
Hey guys, Ryan Ward.